So we're doing a joint effort tonight.
Hello, all you wonderful, beautiful people.
Here we go now.
Go now.
So there's a lot that goes into one of these little epoxy projects. Happily, we get to do a collaboration with the two of our brains, which is always fun.
That way it hurts?
Probably. Mine does too.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
My glasses are too tight. Anyway, that's a us problem, not a you problem. We're going to start out by showing you how we do up our graphics, and then we're going to show you the actual laser engraving. These are the little pieces that I need for this project. They're thin little sections of the pear tree that was out in the front yard that is now nothing but a stump and a whole pile of firewood. But pear is a lot of fun to work with, and it laser engraves beautifully.
Yeah.
So the question is, how do we get the image to that piece of wood? We're going to show you. Calm down. Come on.
All right. So the image is what I do is I measure the diameter of the piece and make a faux line of the size. So that blue line, if you can see it, is roughly the diameter of this piece. And then I size the image down to that line so I know how big this is.
You have 4 pieces?
Yes. So come on over here. All right. So I just roughly place it where I think middle is for right now. And then I'm going to do a frame, a test frame, and see where the laser comes out at. That's pretty darn close right there. Okay, and we're ready to start. So let me get out of the way.
I'm going to put you guys right here so you can watch. You won't get your retinas burned out, so don't worry about that.
All right, you ready?
Set, go.
Here we go.
Dun, 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 dun. It won't for them because I'm going to fast forward that.
Fast forward it.
I am. I'm going to zing it right on through.
Bunny speed.
There's only so many times they can watch it going like that.
Yeah, true.
And then.
Yeah, that's important.
But the sparkly thing is fun.
Yeah.
All right, let's let them listen to some music while they're watching this.
Okay. We're all done.
There it is. Just that zippy quickie. Am I holding it right? There. Now I'm holding it right. But, yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
One more. I just love when Joel and I put our brains and our talents together to make these projects together. But Joel, I'm ready to move on to the next part. Let's get to painting. I'm just going to put on some music here, and you can watch while I'm painting.
Change is constant, learning to flow. All the unknown, lemons thrown. May look different from what you've dreamed. Colors and contrast making it art. What if happy can be built? Tuning into all that's good. Lucky I learned what lemons can do. Lucky they let me here with you. Lucky. Ain't it funny? Thought I was lacking. Then I realized all is within. Are your thoughts friend or foe? It's your choice which way you go. What if happy can be built? Tuning into all that's good. Lucky I learned what lemons can do. Lucky they let me here with you. May I have peace to accept what I can't change. Courage to change the things I can. Wisdom to know the difference. May I have peace to accept what I can't change. Courage to change the things I can.
Okay, we have everything all set up. I've got my mat, my protective mat down, and I'm getting ready to do my first pour. These are the molds that I'm using. They just got here a few minutes ago. So what I'm going to do first, if you remember, we have to make sure that these are super clean. So using plain rubbing alcohol, I just wipe all around inside the molds, like thusly, just to get any stray little hairs, whatever. Not that there would ever be stray hairs around here. Let's get it mixed up. Okay, I have just enough of the 2-part epoxy for this first little pour, and I gotta bust open another bottle. That'll do, pig. That'll do. I love that movie. Remember that? What was it called? Babe. Partay. And for part B. And I just got some more epoxy on order. So that'll be here tomorrow. I have been going through a lot of it because, as you guys know, I've been doing some pretty big projects. We're going to mix it up. And I have to do it for 4 minutes, guys. So I'm not going to make you sit around and watch that. All right. Let's begin our pour. This is just the first layer. Okay, and I'm checking for air bubbles and imperfections. Now what we need to do is let this set up just for a little bit, and it'll get nice and tacky. And then we can go on to step 2. Okay, we've let them set up a little bit. Now we're going to very carefully drop our little sunflower pieces into the center. I'm going to try to center them the best I can. We waited for our first thin pour to go ahead and cure up. And we've got our little wood laser engraved sunflowers laid into the center of each coaster. And we're going to do something a little bit different this time. I want to try it. I've never actually done this. So we're doing another pour. This is going to be our final pour. And we're just going to cover the wood piece and fill in the rest of the space here. That was good. So we're just using just plain clear epoxy. I didn't put any additives. There's no paint this time. We're going to do something different. And you and I together are going to see how it turns out. So we will go ahead and stir this up. These coasters were a great idea. One of our amazing subscribers suggested doing coasters. And another amazing subscriber said, hey, do some with sunflowers. Well, I was looking for some kind of content to bring y'all and thought, well, heck, why not? So when I ordered some more epoxy, I went ahead and ordered the coaster molds. Super inexpensive. If you're interested in picking this up as a hobby, Of course, if you buy everything all up front at once, it's going to get a little pricey. But if you look for deals on epoxy itself, and then just kind of hunt around for the different molds and things when they come on sale, this set of coasters, it's 3 different shapes coasters in this set, plus a coaster holder form for each one of the sizes or each one of the shapes. It was $10. So this is really inexpensive to get into. It's fun. And it's a great way to make meaningful and fun guests for your friends and your loved ones. Now this is for the coaster holder. So I am mixing up the colors right here in the epoxy. And then I'll just pour the epoxy and let the colors go where they may. I'm almost scared to do it, but I'm going to do it. I don't want it to turn into pea green soup on me. Now you'll notice I didn't stir that real well because I wanted to keep those striations in there. And this is for our coaster holder. That's gonna be really pretty. I can't wait to show you after it's done. Now with the coasters themselves, this is the experiment I'm doing. I'm going to add my colorant, just some dribs and drabs here and there. No particular order. Just kind of dropping it in there randomly. Got some blue. I don't know what we're going to end up with, but I'm trying to make each piece really unique. And the way you achieve that is by experimenting a bunch. All right, now I'm taking a toothpick and I am just randomly swirling the color around in the epoxy. I just want it to be really light and free flowing and sort of like a sunflower in the breeze, right? And go ahead and get creative with it. No 2 sunflowers are alike, so your project shouldn't be either, I don't think. That's a wonderful thing about creativity. It's all about the artist's perspective. I see a lot of beauty and light in my world. So I like that to come across in the projects I do. Ooh, kind of wind whipped. It kind of looks like we're being tossed around by a summer breeze. Like I said, I've never tried this before. I don't know how it'll turn out. We're all going to find out together. But that's really the fun. That's the fun thing about creativity. If you're being creative, you really can't go wrong. There really are no mistakes. Just like that. Okay, we're gonna let these set up. Gonna let them get nice and hard. Oh, I see a little problem with something. Hang on a minute. We got to get our little flicky flamey thingy. Presto bango, little flicky thingy. Flicky flamey thingy. So I'm just gonna lick the top, and that's gonna get rid of any bubbles that are trying to come up. Now it's voila. Okay, guys, we'll come back as soon as everything is nice and hard. Good morning. We turned the page onto another day. And as it turns out, I've learned another life lesson. This would be life lesson number 988 for the month. It turns out that in order to be a viable YouTube channel, thereby earning the title of content creator, one must remember to press the record button on their camera. Well, we're going to fix that now. Let's get the rest of these unmolded. I already started unmolding them, you guys. I got so excited I hopped out of bed this morning at 4:18 a.m. What is wrong with me? And I came running in here and I started pulling them out of the molds because I was so excited. I couldn't wait to see what the end result was. I stopped myself just in time. I saved the best for you guys, okay? So let's get these out of the mold and let's see what we're dealing with. Was it a hit or a miss? We're going to find out together. So I had already taken these two out of the molds. These are the back sides. There are some blemishes in here that I'm not real thrilled about. I've got a big pock mark right in the center. I don't know what caused that. And I've got bubbling here, like a lot of bubbling. So I'm not real pleased. I'm not real pleased with these. I also have where the epoxy came up over the edge of the mold. Yeah. And I think, because I've got this little wireless Dremel tool. I don't know if this is going to be strong enough to do this or not. Maybe on smaller areas it'll work. I think what I'm going to end up having to do, don't mind if you hear the dogs crying in the background, don't mind it. We've got some storms coming in and they're kind of wigging out a little bit. I'm going to have to take, so the bigger areas, I'm going to have to take out to the belt sander. But yeah, let me show you what we're dealing with. So these silicone molds are fantastic. I just love them. So remember when we were doing our colorants in here? We had already laid down our sunflowers in the center, our little wood discs. We already had put those in. And then it was a clear pour. And then I just stuck these to that. Well, you can see where the colorants of the second pour kind of seeped under. So I'm not thrilled with that either. And again, out to the belt sander for these. Fourth and final. So I'm not real thrilled with these. Just not real thrilled with them. But I had said I would bring you along and show you what the end result would be because I had never done that before. Now we're going to try to get the holder out of its mold. I'm just going to keep working it around. Here we go. Golly. Okay. Flip back. Okay. Okay. So it just went right back to its natural, or its original form. And this is the actual holder, how it turned out. So it's interesting, right? And I think a set of these coasters, once I've got the edges ground down and everything, they're going to fit in there really nicely. So that is how our little project came out. I'm not calling it a success. I'm going to go back to using the acrylic paints unless I don't have, so I can do either or. If I'm going to use a separate piece and inlay it in clear, or like I did on the daffodil tabletop, I can do an acrylic paint layer if I want color in it. So doing the swirl effect, that was a no-go. But I'm always going to bring you the good, the bad, and the ugly. The successes as well as the not so much successes. Because creativity is all about not being afraid to try something different. You know, play around with it, experiment with it. It's not an expensive hobby. And there are fixes for just about anything, except if you don't stir it well enough. That's something key. If you get into this hobby, you must remember, if you're not using a low or no odor 2-part epoxy, please wear a mask, your safety glasses, and your gloves. Okay, and use in a well ventilated area. If you're using the kind of product I'm using where there's no odor, you're okay. This stuff is non-toxic. It is safe. Okay, that said, the other thing, key takeaway, stir, 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 stir. Most 2-part epoxies call for a 4-minute mixing time. If it's a bigger project, if it's a bigger amount of epoxy that you're doing, say you're doing a large table or something like that, mix it longer. But keep mixing until it is not cloudy and you don't see any striations in there. Those are the key things. The rest of it, guys, just have fun with it. Let your imagination go with it. See what you can come up with. So until we see you next time, God bless you. Yeah. Keep looking up. Say thank you. Come through. He's at work. Keep your attitude of gratitude. Okay? Yeah. And we will catch you on the flip. See you. Thanks for coming along. Bye.